Hi, I'm Jill. I'm a dollhouse miniaturist of 30 years, and I started this channel to show people how I meet miniature dollhouse challenges. So let's go and see what I'm up to today. So the challenge today was all about flooring. I did several different types of tiles to see which would be the best, and I have a still, or I have a little bit of a video showing me how I did this on the Cricut machine, which I'll show you now. And so this is pretty much how it turned out. That was using, well, in the end I used a spray-on adhesive on the board, and then I put it over the tiles that were on the Cricut board and pressed them down, and then when I picked it up they all stuck to the board, which it actually worked out quite well, except I missed a few. And then the second one I did was I did it in reverse. I cut out on a black sheet, and then I glued the black frame onto a cream board. This is a bit big, but I think it'll work if I do it small too. And I quite like that as well. In fact, I think that was less problematic than doing it that way. So that was what I did today. And talking about flooring still, we're wiring up an existing house, dollhouse, and there's a lot of challenges in that. Now the electrician had to get his little mitts in there and drill holes for all the wires, and then he had to solder all his wires onto the LEDs, and so a lot of cursing and swearing went on. I think I stayed out of it while he was doing that. He was all scrunched up getting into the back of the house. But what he's done is he's wired up the LEDs, because we're using LEDs, and he's poked them through the holes in the floor, and they come out here. And my lampshades will all be attached to the ceiling over the LEDs, so they're not touching the LEDs. And the reason for that is that if the LED blows, it can be replaced, and you don't have to worry about the light fitting. It can be replaced from the top. Now, with the top, which is the floor, I have glued pieces of foam board, which I'm using because it's light, on here, and then to cover the wires I will cover this with a flooring of my choice, and then I will sit it over the framework properly, and it will just stay there. It won't be permanent. The only thing that's permanent is this that I've glued down. So then if the wiring needs to be fixed or sorted, you can just take the floor off. Now, I did put an extra room in the back here, one that can move backwards and forwards, and you've been following that. Well, I'm going to do the same with the bathroom upstairs. And the back wall of the bathroom will come forward a little bit to cover that wiring on the back, because that's where it's going out to the power point. So all that wiring can be covered very easily with what I'm about to do. So I had quite a good day, really. I think I've achieved quite a lot, and certainly the electrician has achieved quite a lot. Thank you. And he's also done this other side of the house the same way, and they'll also have false floors covering the wiring. And then on the top, we'll be doing the same thing on the top. That's a piece of old. So I hope you found that interesting, making tiles differently. I'm always looking at different ways of doing things, and I'll show you how they turn out when I finished my final version. And I'll be finishing them off with the gloss covering, so they'll look totally different. And hopefully I can think of something else to interest you tomorrow.